From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Let's go. Go, Reed, go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back to the 29. Baron Browning, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Let's go!
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole.
Walker hitting the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 37 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yellow! Yellow, yellow!
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hey, 57, 57! Hey, ribble it, ribble it!
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Reek Woolen in on the stop. The Chiefs at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
43.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That is pulled in by Donovan Kelsey. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jeff Smith. A 20-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Hey, check that. Street. Let's go.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Rolling to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Baron Browning. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Kamara now to return. Sheds off the tackle, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Nifty move, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 91 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph, and the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout this rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Attack, attack! Attack, attack!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's Kamara. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. It's caught, Lockett. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Got it. Ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Quick throw into the hands of Rager. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give right side for Pacheco. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll elect not. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's the backup Smith. Rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. That is caught. He's across midfield. Down the right sideline. DK Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Go, baby.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is Smith to the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Geno now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Hey, 57, 57.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Running left to give to Pacheco. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Pacheco once again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Seahawks 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Hey, we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a game of 35. First down, Seahawks.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
To throw is Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's down inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Smith. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jake Bobo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Pacheco headed right. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bowler. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This has just really been a solid 2nd half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10. 143 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to